Okay, welcome to another video about my own game called Trench. This is the third alpha version that was made today. Unlike in the last video, there's now a main menu that was added in Alpha 2. There's also a link to a Discord server if you want to report bugs or come with suggestions about how to change the game. In the changelog we can see that I added a balance of power system, 2 new endings. The game is not very balanced at all, so odds of getting some endings are pretty. It will be improved, it will be balanced, but I don't think the game is too easy right now. Maybe in the beginning, but then it becomes too difficult. An overcrowded system. I will try to show off what that means and another difficulty wave. So there's two modes. There's free mode and there's campaign mode. The free mode is just a more bare bones version of the campaign mode, so we're going to do the campaign mode. Here is the buy menu. It's the sort of main menu of the game. You can see here that we're playing the campaign version, otherwise there's no campaign and there's no politics tab in the free mode. So the game, well, is trench warfare, World War I inspired. You buy units, companies. You can also upgrade. More upgrades will be added. You can unlock more units. You can improve abilities. Much more stuff will be added here as I develop the game. And in the campaign mode, unlike the free mode, you got the politics. You can see the name of your country. Here we play the German Empire in a fictional setting. These three are static, but the national morale and the military resources either dwindle or go up as you play the game, and either of these at 0 will cause a defeat. And that were in Alpha 2, but in Alpha 3 I added the balance of power, which goes up or down depending on how many victories and defeats you. And the game ends with a 0 and ends with 100. Getting 100 in the balance of power graph is currently the only way to win the game, unless you just play for fun and try to get a high score. So let's start our first battle. The enemies have sent 3 rifle companies towards you. The things that the enemy sends towards you, the waves, they are random. They grow more difficult as the game go on. The total amount of battle you fight increases the difficulty. The enemy will be throwing harder and harder stuff against you. Currently there is 4 waves within. So we have the enemy has 3 rifle companies, which give them a power of 150. The defense is not all battles are currently defensive battles, so the enemy defense is not well, it doesn't what's a good English word for it? It doesn't calculate into the battles as they are attacking, but our defense is calculated into battle result. Having a good defense and high power, that's the stuff when compared to the enemy's power and defense, determines who wins each battle. So we can see a battle score. The battle score is compared to, based on the enemy's initial power minus power and stuff. So the battle score is then compared to your power, and the one that has the most, which shows in the power ratio, wins the battle. And depending on how large or the power ratio is, you get different kind of victories. Victories to defeat. And you can also see the losses here taken by us and the enemy. Taking less losses means that we get more power returned, or more power returned equals more resources returned after each battle. So we can see here that we have 315 resources and we began with 300. Thus got 30. Well, the game is not properly balanced yet. It's also not only about buying companies and just throwing it at enemy, you also need to have some sort of strategy. Now we got research reward of 30 and we invested 400 power. Which is, since rifle companies, there's 50 power. That cost 50 resources and each one gives 50 power. So in this case the power is equal to the resource cost it costs to buy this rifle company. So we get 30 back. And we had 315 before. So we recouped our losses and gained 15 plus resources compared to the previous. We got the sending one rifle company towards us. We got the Supreme Victory, and the Supreme Victory is the highest kind of victory. Outnumber the enemy 20 to 1. Yeah. Holy shit. The Supreme Victories gives you double the resource rewards, so you want to score the Supreme Victories. You will need as the game will grow. Rifle companies, but it's still a victory. 0.79 power ratio. Rifle companies just for the enemy. But we can we can unlock the engineer company. Currently doesn't really which one of these you use. They're pretty stats, at least overall. Differ individually, but compared with the price, it pretty much. I will think about if I want to differentiate them even more by lower the cost and such. The MG company is supposed to be better on defense, the rifle companies is balanced and better rifle company, but also more expensive, so kind of the same deal. Yeah. But now got 118 resources, got 3 engineer companies, buy 1 rifle company and save 68 resources. Send 4 rifle companies towards us, which means a major victory. $469 resources. We keep moving on. Still winning. And Well, we haven't checked out the politics while. So now we got a balance of power of 62%. We also got a national morale of 100, which has increased from 80 to 100 since we're winning battles. And the balance of power has increased by 12 since the start. If it goes up to 100, which means it goes up 1 for each battle and 1 for each victory and down 1 for each defeat. So you need to win 50 battles more than the amount of defeats you have in order to tip the balance of power and once and for all defeat the enemy. Which was doable in Alpha 2. I haven't really playtested much, but I think it's much more difficult currently. But the game isn't supposed to be too easy either. It's supposed to have some kind of replayability, and you're not really supposed to like play this hours at a time. It's just a time wasted. If you got on like 20 minutes, half an hour to just waste away, or like watching a lecture or something and need something to do, you can play this. The final game will have a lot more. Now I can show off the overcrowded function, which means once you go over 500 power, the front line is overcrowded, meaning that any power above 500 is put into the reserves, having their power contribution halved. So I can show you by starting a battle that our 550 power was decreased to 525. So the 50 power that exceeded the 500 limit was halved. So this is like a balance function to prevent you from getting too overpowered. But I believe with the difficulty waves I added, that's not a problem right now. So like the enemy is sending 8 rifle companies towards us. And yeah, we will win this one. Yeah, it was a major victory. But the game will get gold. The enemy sends strange metal monsters towards you. Shit. Can we make it? Yeah, we did. Tanks will be added. Probably something that you research and something that you research. So no, we lost. Damn it. Wait. This should be 15. Should fix that. Well, so what was I thinking about? Well, I'm trying to get right now. We can use an artillery strike against the enemy, lowering their power by 100. I believe we would have won anyway, but yeah, that's the artillery function. But I believe tanks will be added to the upgrades or research menu. Perhaps they will add some kind of research points or something that you earn from battles. And then you get a tech tree, you get tanks, you get improvements, flamethrowers, and what. I mean, the possibilities are endless, really, of stuff you can add to increase the depth of the game. There's a playable. The Alpha 3 has a playable build in the description that I've uploaded for you to play. Please join the Discord server and have input. Eventually, I will probably release this as a paid game, like $5 or something. Like it's not worth much, but we'll keep working on my free time, and eventually, like, these are the placeholder graphics. I will improve them somewhat, but I need to get the functions place first. Here's the stats menu, by the way, if you wonder what's in the stats menu. Help screen, not helping much. It would probably be more like a wiki, but they also, like, I added tool tips, so you get explanations for some stuff by hovering over them.